Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. I am your host, Paulette Rees-Denis, here to bring you magic makers from around the globe, people who are creating change, who have small businesses, large businesses, hobbies, but they are creating the life of their dreams. And that, my friends, is what living is all about. So let us know how you like this episode. Please subscribe, and we'll see you there. Thanks for joining. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. I am your hostess, Paulette Rees-Denis, coming to you from Palm Springs, California, and our guest today is up in the Seattle, Washington area, and I'm so happy to welcome you, Denise.
Hi, yeah, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Denise Perkins is here from the Mama's Business Academy.
Yep.
Love it. Love this. Okay, and we were just chit-chatting before how saying that we're in so much of an alignment in the work that we do, and I think that's really exciting. So for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm Paulette. I am your lifestyle and business coach for creative women in mid-career, mid-change, on the verge of becoming something more. To dance with your desires is what I'm talking about.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, so juicy. And so, Denise.
Yes.
Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
Yes, I'm ready for you.
Okay.
Do you just want me to jump right on in?
Yes. Yeah.
So I am Mama's Business Academy, and it is my passion project. I coach moms who need to get out there with their amazing business idea or amazing skill that they've always kind of like been like, oh, I can't do this, or no one will buy my stuff, or those questions and imposter syndrome, limiting belief, all the mindset gunk that gets in our way. And also for moms, a lot of it is, oh, I don't have the time. Right. So I help them see that they do, and that it's a choice, and that you being true to yourself and doing something that you love is going to actually benefit your children. And you showing up as this amazing, wonderful person is going to show them how powerful you are and strong you are, and they will want to be like you, right? Like, who wouldn't want to be?
And don't you think that gets lost?
Yes. I think that moms get lost in their, in their care for others. And I have talked to many that lose themselves and the person that they used to be, right? And why do we have to used to be somebody? Like, why not just bring it in? And also, I just feel like that's super powerful and valuable to show and give our kids. What a gift. So I know, obviously, I'm a mom of 3. My kids are, in school. I'm busy. I'm a busy mom, entrepreneur. And I'm like, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
So, first of all, how old are your kids now?
My kids are 13, girl, fun. 11, girl, also just super amazing and fun. And then my son is 10. Wow. So they're close and they're busy and the sports and all the things. And we're in middle school. My middle daughter is going to start middle school. So, I remember what I was like in middle school. So I'm kind of nervous, but.
So did you get into this niche of working with mamas after you became a mama? Was that?
Yeah, for sure. So my background is prior to having children, I had a marketing and event business. So I did that for about 3 or 4 years, got married, did that until we decided I needed to get a normal job.
A normal job.
Yeah, a normal job, regular job, so that we could start having kids and all that good nonsense. And I quickly discovered that, wasn't my jam. I mean, I had worked in corporate America for several years, working for others, doing events and marketing. And so loved being out on my own. And then had children, worked again in corporate America, and then got the bug to do real estate. So I was a real estate agent for 12 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then started coaching realtors. So I also currently coach realtors. And as I was, getting into that field, I decided, it kind of like dawned on me that I love all of the amazing moms that I know, and they always inspire me. And I always get so excited about hearing what they have going on in their lives. I'm always like, you should start a business and you should do that. And they're always like, what are you talking about? So I just kind of flipped that, that business coaching that I was doing into, why don't I, encourage and help moms do what I have done, because it's amazing and fun and fulfilling. And,
and you get to create more of your own time so that you can actually with your children.
Exactly. You can. Yes. And it's so funny, right? They're like, oh, I don't have time, but guess what? Like when you do it, you actually do have more time and you get to do what you love doing. Yeah. So it's, a beautiful marrying of things that I love. So
I love that. Now, and that's a pretty common theme with so many of the women that I interview for this series, is that we're multi-passionate and we've had a lot of lives.
Yeah.
I mean, I have done so many things in my life and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Nope.
And, and I've said this before, but I'll never forget my dad asking me, and this was like a long time ago, like, centuries ago when I was in my 20s, he's like, when are you going to do one thing? When are you going to settle down? And I'm like, it's not going to happen.
No, that's no fun.
Not going to happen. I love too many things, but I want to make them work.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. So I just have to say, I love your earrings. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Are they metal?
Yeah, they're little. Yeah. I mean, little metal gold.
So good. Excellent. Excellent. Got to check out the jewelry.
It's important. I mean, it's everything.
Oh my God. So good. So, okay. So this is beautiful. And would you say that the predominant focus of your business is coaching one-on-one?
Actually, I'm glad you asked. I love coaching one-on-one, but where I have found the most value and the most growth is in small group coaching programs. And particularly in this area, in this space, right? Like us moms need to lift each other up, encourage each other. And when you're starting a business, it's really important to kind of bounce ideas off of each other, learn from other people. So my best program that I have, of course, I do one-on-one coaching. I also do a VIP day where it's a 2-day, because us moms can't really carve out eight full hours. So we do it in 2 days, 2 4-hour sessions. Anyway, is my 90-day coaching program. Build it. It's the business blast off program, and it's dream it, build it, grow it. And it's about 15 to 20. I don't want to do any more than 20 women. We take 12 weeks and kind of build the fundamental and the foundation of your business so that then you can, get it started and get it going, because I have always found such value in that small group setting, which, is pretty powerful.
I agree with you completely. I love one-on-one coaching. I love just working with someone and diving in. But I also love group dynamics.
Yes. Well, and I have learned so much from other people. Like I've had so many ahas and just being alone as an entrepreneur is sometimes lonely. It can be, right? Working from home, doing all those things, and to be able to surround yourself with other amazing people is really powerful.
Surrounding yourself with those who uplift you.
Yes.
That you can also uplift.
Yes.
So good. But I have always loved the idea of collaboration and co-creation.
Yes.
And connection.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's just, we women especially want that connection. We crave that connection as humans. We crave that connection.
I agree wholeheartedly. I am a self-proclaimed connector for sure. And when we can, and when we can help each other out.
That could be a bumper sticker. Self-proclaimed connector. Yes. I gotta write that down because that's what you're
okay. Okay.
Self-proclaimed. That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I know I am 100% certain I would not be where I am today if it weren't for the women in my life and the masterminds and the conversations and the encouragement. And, you know, I mean, because it is real easy to get in our own head and not do the thing.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So as a coach, so you work predominantly with moms.
Yes.
And where do you find them?
I find them, I mean, I know a lot. I do a lot of, you know, connecting in my community. And I'm very passionate about saying, hey, if you know a mom who needs to start that business, have her contact me, because we all know that person. Like, we're like, oh my gosh, you know, Michelle has this really amazing idea and she's always been making this thing or doing, you know, helping, you know, she has this great skill of XYZ. She's talked about doing it, but she's never wanted, you know, anyway. So it's that sort of thing. Of course, you know, I'm just trying to spread the word about what I'm doing by talking to wonderful people like you and you know, blogging and being on social media and all that good stuff. So,
and see, and social media, that's a whole nother 5-hour topic.
Isn't it though?
I love it and it drives me crazy.
Yes. But, oh my gosh, right?
But you know, there's so much power in networking. There's so much power in asking for referrals.
Yeah.
You know, and so many women don't know how to do that.
True.
They don't.
I actually have a whole entire session that I do on, well, and selling yourself, right? I mean, it's everyone has this, not everyone, but you know, a lot of people have this, you know, wall up about, oh, I don't want to bug that person. Or I don't want to sell. And if you look at it as, you know, providing value, and I want you to work with me because I want to help you, and you should, you know, work with me, and yeah, you're going to have to pay me, but hey, I'm worth it. Trust me.
Right. Well, that's the hard part right there.
Yeah. The worth piece, right?
Worth piece.
I'm
asking for money. Oh, I work with my clients so much on that. It's such
right?
Beautiful topic. It's a beautiful topic. You know, I mean, we could talk about money. That's a whole nother thing too.
I know. Let's get together and do it again.
I think so. We should have a series. What do you think, people? You think we should have a series?
I think we should.
But you know, so I don't know how much you know about my dance world, but you know, I run a global dance company and for 30 years, and it's a dance that is about connection. It's not about solo dancing, it's about connection, but it also becomes this lifestyle of support and network and community and uplifting and saying, hey, you look beautiful today.
Yes.
And you going, thank you very much, instead of
taking it. Receiving. Ooh.
And still so many women are afraid to say, wow, she rocks my world, or hey, you should go see her, or you know, because they think that they're going to take it away from themselves. Like, you know, you're a coach, I'm a coach.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of tooting your horn. I want to show you to the world.
Agreed. There's enough of, I mean, and everyone is unique, and you know, people are going to come to me that might not come to you, and vice versa. And there's enough of us out there that need support. And guess what? Maybe someone will coach with you and then come coach with me. We are offering different pieces of information and love and support, and that's what it's all about. And I learned something from, I mean, I've had 3 different business coaches over the last, long time. And
I I probably had more than that.
Pick up pieces. I learn and gather information from every single person, differently. And then sometimes you hear the same thing. You're like, oh wait, maybe that's coming to me again for a reason, right? Maybe I should have listened to that last time.
Right. Well, and that's a good point, because everything comes in its time.
Yep. Yes. And totally. So I do this, the training that I do, the real estate coaching, it's called Ninja Selling. And we encourage, and it's a 4-day course, right, that you take. And I take it regularly and I coach on it. But every single time you learn something different, you have a different takeaway, because like you said, there's different seasons in life. You're at a different place and you hear things differently, or they hit you differently. So yeah. So I mean, yes. I mean, let's lift all of each other up and share all of our goodies with everyone. And because there's plenty to go around.
Yeah. And I love that so much. And that's why I really love doing this podcast. It's just,
I bet. Yes.
Oh, I just I want people's stories, and I want to know, and I want to support, and I want to share. And
yes. Well, and I do the same I have a newsletter, an email that I send out, and every week I feature a different mom business. So if you want to be featured in my newsletter, my email, please let me know, because I need more mom businesses.
Oh, you guys hear that? Come on now. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. That's beautiful. I love that you do that. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what does it do when you do that?
Gosh, I mean, to celebrate the hard work that we've all done. I mean, it is no joke to run a business. I mean, it is no joke to start, to have the courage, the bravery to put yourself out there. It's amazing. And it is so, I mean, it like brings me to tears when I talk about it, because it's so inspiring and amazing what we can all do. And to start your own business is very great and powerful, and I love it. So,
well, and I mean, so it also builds you up as the person who's sharing, and makes you feel really good.
Yeah. Well, and also too, and one thing, sorry, I didn't mention, is that I want it to show and inspire other people that they can do it, right? Like,
so that's you get the trickle down effect.
Yes.
Right. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point, is to make the world a better place to live.
Yes.
Where we can all have way more fun and celebrate way more things, and step into our abundance in way more ways. Instead of living in fear or stuckness or confusion or chaos,
Yes. Yes.
I always, part of my statements are from chaos to creativity.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. Because there's a lot of creativity in all of us, and it's however it shows up for you. Right. Like, and especially chaos to creativity for a mom. I mean, there's a lot of chaos that you feel on a regular basis, and how can you open that up and show your creativity? It's so powerful. And to be full and to live a fulfilling life. And what's your legacy for your kids? Legacy sounds like such a big thing, but it's not. It's what do you leave with them? Like the memory of what you've brought to their life and that kind of thing. So.
See, I love all of this. Okay, so I know, I think we could talk forever.
I know, right?
So I have two big questions for you. Which one do you want first?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm scared.
What's been hard? What's been the hustle in making your business a profitable?
Right. What's been hard is believing in myself and believing that this is the right path. And that it is a hustle, and sometimes when it doesn't go the way you want it to go, how scary that is. And, coming from a very lucrative and abundant field of business in real estate, I had a successful business that I'm walking away from. And so it's that scarcity, that feeling of, oh my gosh, what am I doing? But knowing that this is my heart and my passion and what I want to do. So it's, that balancing act. So yeah, what's been hard is just pushing forward and showing up on some days when you're like, what the hell am I thinking? So, and it doesn't go away. and remembering that, right, is to be like, okay, some days I'm going to be like, yeah, I got this. And other days I'm going to be like, what am I, tears and like, what's happening?
It's so true. And you do need to go down to go up. I mean, you do need to feel those feelings because it actually helps you become more clear.
Yeah. And I've had to learn that the hard way. So yes, I appreciate you saying that. And I'm an eternal optimist. I try not to be, that creepy, oh, everything's going to be fine. But I've learned that that you do have to go down to go up, and you do have to like be dark, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're, like this negative person or that you're not going to come out of it, but
no, but you get to choose.
Yeah.
You get to choose to come out of it.
Yes. And finding the tools
yeah,
of how to do that.
And asking for help. See, we can do that in stereo.
Yeah, I know. It's so true. And you've mentioned it, and I know you talk about it a lot. It's that self-care piece, right?
Yeah.
Is recognizing when that's needed. And I coach my clients that all the time. It's like, oh, but if I stop today, if I don't do, I'm gonna, fall off the wagon. I'm not going to show up today. And it's like, hey, guess what? You need to not do today. You need to go inside. You need to go do something fun that's totally not this thing.
Yeah.
Because that's where the creativity comes from too, right?
And I think that's the joy of being the solopreneur or the entrepreneur, whatever you want to call your title, is to be able to have, structure is really important, but also to have the freedom for improvisational self-care or, whatever. So like, for instance, this morning, I wanted to get my newsletter out, but I really needed to go take a swim. I needed physical fulfillment.
Yeah.
And I'm still healing some broken ribs. So I wanted to get in the hot tub. So I was like, okay, my newsletter is going to be late.
Yeah.
The world is not going to die.
Yeah.
But people forget that.
Yeah.
And my big question is, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean I'm going to throw my business to the side.
No.
Right?
Right.
But if I didn't do that, I would come into doing my day like feeling sluggish or crappy or whatever. Right.
Or almost resentful too. And that's a place you need to be careful, right? Especially when you have your own business, is to not get too wrapped up in in what it has to be or what it should be. So that you are like, because we did it because you did it for a reason, because it's something you love to do. Right. Like, so really working on keeping it creative and fun and remembering the reason why you did it, which is a lot of what I work on when I'm building a framework for my clients, is that I really feel it's imperative that we have that why and that purpose defined, because on those days that you don't feel like doing it, if you don't remember that why and know what your why is, it's not happening.
Huge question. Best question ever.
Yeah.
Why? So my next question to you, and you just actually brought it up.
Oh, okay.
I love to talk about self-care. So what do you do for yourself?
Yeah. Well, so I have a morning routine that I do every day. And when I don't do it, it's obvious to everyone around me.
She's a bitch today, man.
Mommy, what's wrong with you? So I get up. I try to get up, earlier. It's adjusted a little bit now that my middle schooler gets up almost as early as I do. So I have to get up a little bit earlier and meditate, journal, read something positive, or something that's inspiring me at the time, and just kind of have that time to myself. As a mom, I have found that that's like super, super amazing and powerful. And as a business owner too, because it allows me some time to be creative, to think about what I want to do. And I review affirmations that I have. So that's one of my forms of self-care. I definitely make sure I have time for, body movement and exercise and that kind of stuff. Yes. My own unprescribed Prozac, I guess you could say, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the typical self-care, I love to get me some massages. But yeah, I mean, and also things like, and for me, because I love running my business, I do a quarterly, what's called a CEO day, where I'll go away and I have to go to like a hotel because, I've got 3 kids and 2 dogs and a husband and a cat, and, the snake has gone missing, by the way, just so you know. We had a snake and the snake has gone missing. Anyway, side story.
Okay.
But so I go away and do like 2 full days of like just business kind of creation, development, writing, whatever it is I feel like I need to do for those 2 days away. And that's self-care to me. And people are like, you're so weird. I'm like, no, but I love my business and and this to me makes me feel happy. So
that's so good that you do that. So good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So many people, I mean, it's also what I preach is meditation. What so I have my 3-step process, which is called meditate, percolate, and dance break.
Oh, yay.
And I mean, that's my morning, right?
That's awesome. Yes.
Got to
dancing.
It's some sort of movement, and I, of course, I'm a dancer, but I also say it's like how you dance through life, how you move through
beautiful.
life.
That's beautiful.
Embody your desires, your heart and soul, but you move your body too. Right? Yeah. So good. And the meditation, journaling.
Yes. Yes. It's been my savior for sure.
Absolutely.
Any hard time. It's like, if I am so grateful for that practice, that gift that I gave myself. Gosh, now it's going on like 7 years. I mean, there's some times that I would not have gotten through if it weren't for that. And it's so simple, right? I mean,
it doesn't have to take forever either.
No. Some days it does. Some days it takes way longer than it should. And I'm like, oh crap. I guess I should have stopped. Whoops.
But you gotta love the flow. You gotta love the flow.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously doing it for that long for a reason. I needed it.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, I'm obviously a huge proponent of that self-care. It's a piece that we make sure is in a business plan. When you're building your business plan, there has to be time for self-care.
Daily.
Yeah. And recognizing that if we don't do the self-care, the other stuff isn't going to happen in the most effective way that it should be.
That's the key too. It could happen, but it won't be as effective or beautiful or well thought out or heartfelt, and that's why we choose to do what we do.
Yes.
We can do it the way we want to do it.
Yes.
Fly our freak flag. And, stay connected with the joy that life has to offer and what we have to offer, and what you have to offer is so beautiful. And I love it. And so, hey, you moms out there, check her out, will you?
Yes. Yes, I would love to help anyone who is like scared or not sure or just questioning whether or not their idea is a good idea or how to even, go about beginning to start this business. Right. And it doesn't, and here's the other thing is that you don't have to be like starting this big empire. I mean, shoot, you could just make some extra cash. It could be a side hustle. It could be just, just dabbling and just starting to see if this is the path that you want to go on, but you got to start somewhere. Right.
And if that nurtures you, if you feel like that could grow. Because you might do it and go, God, this sucks. And then you're done.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't what I had hoped it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Awesome. Well, any last words of wisdom, Miss?
My last words of wisdom would probably be just do the damn thing, and all of that questioning and fear and imposter syndrome and limiting beliefs are a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to believe in you, and I want you to know that you are capable of everything, because for God's sakes, look at what you're doing. You're raising humans. I mean, if you can do that, you can start a business. Trust me.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Not as hard as it seems. So I mean, yeah.
Do the damn thing. See,
Do the damn thing.
I need to start a bumper sticker business, man. I'm like, there's another bumper sticker.
Do the damn thing already.
Do the damn thing. That's great. Well, Denise, thank you so much for being here.
Oh yeah. Thank you for having me.
Oh,
What a
good.
treat. I love it.
Short and sweet and fabulous. Oh my gosh. Really delightful conversation. And you guys out there in Heart and Hustle land, I'd love to know, what your comments are, what your questions are, what you'd love to ask Denise. You can, I'll give you, of course, all her contact information in my blog, or if you want to talk to me, staying connected and growing and asking for help and seeing what all is possible so that you can live the best life you want to live, right?
Love it.
So good.
Oh, great.
So thank you for being here with Heart and Hustle, Visionary Healers, Movers, and Shakers. With me, your hostess, Paulette Rees-Denis, and Denise Perkins, today our special guest. And until we meet again, and please subscribe. You can subscribe on YouTube or SoundCloud, or we're going to be on Spotify really soon, and all the places. And also, if you feel like leaving a review, that would be awesome too. Love to hear what you have to say and what you would like to see as well. So thanks for being here, and until we meet again.